Somebody finna come for me for this one. Wash your hair. They lied to you when they said that natural hair is more work than relaxed hair. What's good, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kayla Lachey, and I feel like I haven't come on here and did like a hair vlog, hair topic, hair talk style video, and there were just so many things like that came to mind when I thought about going natural, being natural, and basically all the things that people don't tell you when it comes to natural hair. And maybe you're still relaxed, maybe you're still contemplating on trying natural and seeing how that goes, but you're scared because you just don't know what you're going to be getting yourself into. Maybe I was there at the beginning of my own journey, so I get it, and I feel like I've learned so much, and I'm still, even today, like I learned a lot. So I kind of want to just share in a fun way, of course, my experience and basically just things that they just don't be telling us that maybe we think we should know, or it's like things that we're told that are just incorrect. This one happened to me this week, and I had a little scare moment because I thought my hair was falling out. I said, what's going on, after I got out of the shower and detangled my hair after a week for the first time. Maybe I had a clump of hair just sitting here, like in the desert when you see like the tumbleweeds blowing by. Yeah, that's basically what my hair was looking like, and I couldn't understand why I had so much shedding, I guess you could say. And it's because I kind of neglected my hair for a week. And on average, our hair does shed about 100 strands a day. So 100 times 7 is 700 strands of hair. That's a lot of hair all at one time. So I feel like a lot of people don't tell us that, one, shedding and breakage are two completely different things. Our hair is supposed to shed, and you should not freak out because of it. You should freak out if your hair is falling off into little pieces and it's all up in your brush and all on the floor when you're done styling your hair. So don't be alarmed if your hair does tend to shed, especially if you haven't necessarily gone through and washed your hair and detangled it for a short period of time. It's going to look more noticeable that way versus detangling and brushing and styling your hair daily. This one's annoying because I feel like I've been on my natural hair journey since 2020, and I feel like my hair at this point just looks the same length. Our hair is going to look the same length sometimes. It's growing, but because we have coils and we have curls, it's not going to show its length and its full potential. And if we're seeing our hair every single day, it's just going to be really hard to see the length and the growth if our hair isn't in its stretched state. Don't be alarmed, you're not alone, because I feel like currently my hair just has not grown and it's just been stuck at the same like shoulder length when it's curly, of course. And if I'm doing this, I'm sorry guys, I have a band-aid and it hurts. I cut myself really bad and the band-aid won't stay on, okay? I don't know if this one is just me, it could just be me, but whenever my curls are out or have the fro out, or I'm doing like a pineapple like I have or something like that, little ponytail, why do I always feel like a little kid? I feel like my younger child self pre-relaxer days, and I feel like I equate my curls to my childhood, right? And my adultness, my grown look, to being my straight relaxed hair. And I don't know why I have this in my mind. And again, this might just be me, but I just feel like not every outfit goes with my curls. So I feel like the slick back look is more appropriate, and I don't think I should think that way, and I'm still trying to shake that mindset because it is all mental at the end of the day. And I never thought that I would have this feeling when I transitioned from relaxed hair to my natural curls, and no one ever told me that. Like, no one ever told me, like, you might just feel like 20 years younger. And I do. I feel so young, especially with no makeup on. I be looking like a little kid with the curls. So I'm just still trying to get used to like styling my natural curls out for like dressier occasions, and like, oh, I'm going out, let me wear the curls, you know what I'm saying? That type of vibe. They lied to you when they said that natural hair is more work than relaxed hair. They didn't tell me that having natural hair was way less maintenance than my relaxed hair. It's crazy because when I compare my relaxed hair routine to my curly hair routine, oh girl, the relaxed routine was way more work every week. Okay, I was washing my hair, I was deep conditioning my hair, I was wrap setting my hair, blowing it out after that, and then straightening it, and then wrapping it up again, putting a scarf on it every single night. And then the second day I would have like a cute look. Okay, don't talk to me about the first day. It was super like puffy and kind of frizzy. But now all I do is shampoo, condition, detangle, style, put a bonnet on. Girl, at least in my experience, it's really not. And I feel like if you have 4C hair, I've watched some girlies say the exact same thing, that it's actually more work. And also with that, I will say that people say that natural hair as a whole is just more maintenance than, let's say, like white people hair. But if you think about it, white people, from what I hear, wash their hair more often. They also blow dry it and straighten it out as well. They're doing the same amount of things. They have products they have to use. So is it really more maintenance, or is it you just don't want to do your hair? All hair takes a lot of work to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, do you want to do the work? Because nobody wants to work these days. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I did compare the two, my relaxed hair versus my hair now, and I'm like, this is way more convenient. And with my relaxed hair, baby, I couldn't even work out. I didn't want to sweat the roots, and then I have to touch it up. Oh no. They don't tell you that getting a relaxer doesn't actually grow your hair. Like in my head, they always used to say, yeah, getting a relaxer makes my hair grow. It doesn't. Relaxers do not promote hair growth. It only looks like it's longer because it's in its stretched state. Think about that. I never really thought about that. Having a relaxer, like my hair never grew past like a certain point. Maybe like, I'll put a picture here. I want to say, was it in 2020? It was around the time in LA during the protests. I remember having my straight relaxed hair. It looked a mess looking at it now, and that was about as long as my hair ever grew. So now my hair is way longer than that, and it grew in a shorter period of time, like way quicker since going natural. Y'all saw me bald, okay? I'm well past that. Relaxers do not equate to hair growth. And I don't know why, like back in the day I used to think that, but it's not true. It's really not true. Similarly to that is cutting your hair does not make your hair grow. Our hair grows from our scalp, and I know I was always told, cut your hair every 6 weeks, it'll grow faster. No, you will retain length and it'll stop breakage and you'll have healthier strands, but cutting your hair doesn't necessarily make it grow quicker. And I do think with that, and like me learning about my hair care and taking away a lot of heat styling that I was doing every week, sometimes to touch up throughout the week, you know, eliminating the heat, first of all, took away a lot of the damage on my ends. So I don't have to really cut my hair as often because I'm not damaging my hair like I once was. So if you're keeping up with your hair care routine, you're not using a whole lot of heat, you need to get cuts every 6 weeks. Yes, getting trims throughout the year is amazing and will keep your curls nice and like bouncy, and it'll look cleaner on the ends and more juicy, but it's not gonna make your hair grow any faster just by cutting off, you know, your ends every 6 weeks. So for me, I've been getting trims twice a year when my hair is like straight, because I don't want to cut my hair when it's curly, it'll be super uneven, and that has worked out amazing for me and still getting a lot of growth and retaining my length. So I don't feel like you need to go in and get it cut off unless you are the type of natural girl. This is where you have to pay attention and know your hair and what you're doing to heat style your hair and straighten it, because that's fine too, but keep up with your trims if that is the case. But for someone like me that doesn't use heat that often throughout the year, is not necessary. Now this one, natural hairstyles are not for everybody. I don't look good in every natural hairstyle, okay? My scalp doesn't agree with every natural hairstyle. And I'm talking about like protective styles, like passion twist, which I tried, could only keep it in for a week because my scalp was screaming for me to be like itching at it and getting it wet and saturated with water. Cornrows, I used to wear those a lot when I was a little kid, and my scalp was also like having bumps, so I don't do that. I just have sensitive scalp, and I've learned that throughout my own journey and what works for me. So I just feel like there are so many different natural hairstyles. Like, pick your fave, okay? And what do you feel the most confident in? I think when people think about going natural, they instantly think lock it up, get dreads, you know, do freeform locks, do whatever, because that's natural. That is true, but it's not for everybody. It's not for everyone's lifestyle. It doesn't make everyone feel confident. Just as wearing the fro out might not be for everybody, or doing buns and slick backs might not be for everybody. Just as being natural and straightening your hair might not be for everybody. And I feel like in this community, especially when you're new to like doing the big chop and coming out of like the relaxer and going natural, there's a lot of pressure to do this and do that, get braids, forget about it, your hair will grow. I never went that route, but I was always told that and pushed that in the comments of my like videos and everything, and it's just not for me because my scalp, everybody is different. So you just gotta do what is best for you, and they don't tell you that not every natural hairstyle isn't for everybody. They don't tell you that natural hair is actually extremely affordable. It is so affordable to be natural. Now, I'm not a product junkie. It is expensive if you're a product junkie and you want to try this and try that and have multiple leave-ins and multiple hair masks and have all these expensive oils and get all these hair accessories and get your hair braided every month and get these wigs installed. That's expensive. But if you have a simple routine like me and you're sticking to the same products, you're not hoarding products, and you know what works for you, it is so affordable. Like, I have 3 styling products that I use. I've been using the same conditioner, the same shampoo, and maybe I'll rotate through 3 different hair masks. That's it. That's it. I don't get my hair styled at the salons, and if I want to try something new, like a blowout or something like that, a new hot tool, I'll just do it myself at home. It has saved me so much money. When I was relaxed, I would go and get like my hair. I used to go to like the extension bar and get sew-ins because I wanted my hair to grow. So I would get those installed maybe like monthly, not every single month, and then touch-ups and maintenance in between that, and it was a couple $100. That was expensive. Then I was trying new products all the time, and that was racking up in price. And then the haircuts and trims and stuff that I would get as well, like all that type of stuff definitely does add up. I was paying for extension hair, girl, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. So I realized that people always say, oh, being natural is so expensive and all this and all that. It's really not. Like, just figure out what your hair type is. That's the easiest thing. Your porosity, first of all, and your texture, and find products that align with that and what will work for your density and all that. Like, do you need more thick creams? If you have thicker hair like me, go find something like that. If you have finer hair texture, find like a light cream or a leave-in. That'll work for you. And like the perfect styler. Simplify it. Is so much better. Like, it literally is so much better and less expensive. And they didn't tell me that. Products don't actually grow your hair. I used to think, oh, if I bought this product that she said, my hair would grow and be as long as hers. That's not true. That is not true. Methods grow your hair, products do not. Getting a specific deep conditioner is not going to necessarily grow your hair, but using a deep conditioner weekly and being consistent with that will equate to hair growth because you're moisturizing your curls and you're taking care of your hair. A specific shampoo and conditioner combo is also not going to grow your hair, but having clean, moisturized, detangled hair can definitely help promote hair growth. And I used to think that, which is crazy. I would go out and buy this and buy that, watch her hair routine, get the same products, and then I'd just be stuck with all these products and I'd be like a hoarder and my hair still wouldn't grow. because I wasn't being consistent. And that's what I realized. Somebody finna come for me for this one. Wash your hair. Stop walking around with dirty hair, okay? Having a healthy scalp, oh my God, will make such a difference. And I know it's gonna be like, oh, my hair type is this, your hair type is that. That could be true, but neglecting the cleanliness of your hair for months, I personally don't think is good for your scalp health and product buildup, especially with all the chemicals and the oils and just the gunk that will be in our hair for weeks, months at a time. It needs to come out of our hair. You don't want to have an inflamed scalp, an itchy scalp, dandruff, inflammation. That's going to be really hard for your hair to grow. And for me, I know that I was always told, you don't have to wash your hair, you know, leave it alone for 2 weeks. I'm sweating in the gym, you know what I'm saying? I have the climate here where it's humid and I just don't feel clean. And I feel like on my journey, I've realized that washing my hair has actually promoted hair growth, because water is what? Water is moisture. Our hair loves moisture. And I always thought about my curls being like a plant and me watering my plant, aka my hair, my fro, and it just growing like crazy and flourishing because of that, and really getting rid of all the product buildup from my daily stylers and refreshing my hair throughout the week. So if I start scratching up my scalp, girl, it is time to do a detox. It is time to really just start fresh. And that also allows your moisturizers, your leave-ins, and your actual products to penetrate the strands and actually do what they're supposed to do. Because I know that I started to feel like the longer I would wait to wash my hair and I'd go back and re-spray bottle my hair and put more product on top of it, my hair wasn't really absorbing those products because it had so much buildup in the strands, but also the scalp as well. So my hair just never looked as good. So that's why I like to do weekly detoxes and followed it up with a deep conditioner, and that is like the perfect combo. And my curls just feel lighter and more fresh, and my scalp can breathe, and it's just so amazing. So they don't tell you that you actually need to wash your hair. And guess what? Washing your hair actually makes daily styling so much easier. Like sometimes I'll go in, if I don't need to like shampoo, maybe I'll do a co-wash after the gym just to get out the gym gunkiness and the sweat from my scalp, and then I'll do a quick detangle. So by the end of the week, I don't have to struggle with detangling my hair so much too. So it just makes everything so much easier with daily cleanses. And for me, I would say my hair is wet a lot. Like my hair is high porosity and it loves water, so it works for me and my hair type, but also I just feel good when my hair is clean. So do what's best for you and like your lifestyle. If you are like wearing your hair, let's say blown out and straight, you don't need to wash your hair 3 times a week. Like you can let that style last because you're not applying so many products with a blowout look like you would with your curly hair. So you can let that last. For me, my blowout will last maybe like 11 days, and then I need to wash my hair because my scalp is screaming. They don't tell you that natural hair is actually very fragile. I think that growing up, it's like, oh, your hair is so tough, it's resilient, it could take any style, any braid, as tight as possible, you know, but that's not the case because we have curls and we have these coils. Our hair is like intertwined and interlocked, that it makes it very fragile, especially when it comes to detangling the hair. Like you really have to be extremely careful in that process and not rush the process of detangling. So if I'm ever feeling like, oh, I'm lazy, I'm tired, I do not feel like doing my hair, I will not do my hair. I'll wait till tomorrow and deal with the detangling because I don't want to like rip through my hair and rush through it because I don't feel like doing it. So be careful with that process and you will have less breakage that way. And I think it's just funny how we're always taught like our hair is just so tough. It's actually the opposite, and I never really knew that until I went natural and I saw how fragile my little curls are. This one I've talked about before, and I've done a video on the curl typing chart. They always say like, this is the chart, find your pattern, woo woo woo. I think that chart is complete BS, and they don't tell us that. Like, I didn't realize that chart was complete BS until maybe like a year into like my big chop and my curls were like growing out and I could really see some length and see what the pattern is actually doing, because my curl pattern wasn't even on that chart. Okay, so I wasn't even represented, and I feel like a lot of people and a lot of hair types are not even represented in that chart, and I don't love that. So I just stopped looking at that chart, and it doesn't mean anything to me at all because my curls don't do this. My curls do this. And that's not a pattern that's represented. So, and I have multiple patterns. So it's really not helpful. I think if you want to know your hair type, look into your density, your porosity, your texture. Those will tell you far more than that chart ever will. This one I like learned recently. Oils. They don't tell you that oils don't actually moisturize the hair. And I always thought oils mean moisture, so let me dump the oils into my hair. No, girl. Stop it, because oils actually seal the hair and it locks in the moisture that you already have. So once the oil is basically in your hair, putting something else like a leave-in on top of it, like it's not really going to penetrate the strands, at least for my hair type. So if your hair is like wet and you have water in your hair, that is moisture. Putting an oil on top of that is going to seal that moisture in, and your hair will in turn be moisturized. So I hope I didn't offend anybody, because everyone's hair type is different, everyone feels differently. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody with this video. This was just coming from my own personal experience and what I've learned on my journey, realizations that I've had, things that I've seen online by watching other girls' videos and just like reading articles and stuff like that. So take this with a grain of salt. I thought this would just be a fun video to do, to just talk about hair and just like my journey as a whole, and like things that we were taught that were instilled that really don't make no sense. So with that being said, I will see you guys in another video very soon. I have a whole playlist of natural hair videos all the way back to my transitioning days, to the big chop, to everything else in between, and all the hair growth and styling tips and all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out, and I will see you girls in my next vlog very soon. Bye!